Right now, we really just want to come on here and start sharing some of our tips for whether it's ombre or microblading, any PMU client really. So today what we're going to talk about is aftercare and how to explain to your client the aftercare, steps and the healing process, and really just how to prep them for that touch-up. I don't know how all of you guys do it, but here at Boss Brows, the way we do it, and I don't know about you, but I really recommend people do this, is all of our PMU services come with a complimentary touch-up. And there are, like guidelines for those touch-ups because it's complimentary. So I would highly recommend being consistent with your touch-up, policies. So for example, for us, we do our touch-ups at 8 weeks, but the client has to come in anytime between 8 and 12 weeks. If they're, come in at 13 weeks, it's no longer a touch-up. It has to be in that, 8 to 12 week time frame. So that is one of our policies. The other, and this is just for any service at Boss Brows, we do have a 48-hour cancellation policy. So that way, if someone books that, it's basically a free appointment. So if they come in for their touch-up, if they cancel, let's say an hour before their touch-up, their complimentary touch-up is now null and void. I know, I was gonna back
I feel like we're
too.
both like halfway in. There we go.
Gosh, get skinnier. Okay, so making sure you establish those policies up front is really crucial, just to, making sure that your clients understand I don't want to say rules, but policies of your business. You don't want to be taken advantage of, but it also makes it easier for your clients to know what to do next. So that would be, one tip of mine. So yeah, I think that's it for the policies. But after a microblading or ombre brow appointment, we give all of our clients a cute little aftercare bag. So cute.
Kristi made these. They're amazing. They make everything so easy for the client.
They do. They really do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little role playing right now. Mallory is going to be my client. I think the easiest way to learn is to just see how someone else does it. Mm-hmm. Now take what you want, leave what you don't. Because maybe some of the things I say isn't going to be how you want to do it, and that's okay. This is really just to help guide you and see how we do it. Okay, so
just got my brows done.
She just got her brows done. Okay, Mallory, so this is your aftercare kit. Everything you need is going to be in here. What I like to do is I like to actually pull everything out so that they can see it, touch it, they know what to do. Okay. Now this is the aftercare serum we use. It's Tina Davies. When you buy them, it comes with a little card that explains everything. I don't use that card only because I changed the outline just a little bit to make it easier for clients. So that's why we have our own card instead. It's a little more specific, and clients, you'll see, I'll get to that. Anyway, when I pull it out, I always push all of the serum down to the bottom so they can really see how much is in here. There is 5 grams of product in here, so there's a lot. Okay, so Mallory, for the first 5 days, you're gonna put this serum on your brows morning and night. So all you'll have to do is take a little Q-tip, dip it in there, and put a very thin layer. Okay. Less is more, you don't want a ton. When you're done with this, so after the 5 days, what you'll do is just fold it over and take a little bobby pin or paper clip and put it like that so that it doesn't dry out. Then keep it in your medicine cabinet so you know where it is. The reason why I say that is when you come back for your touch-up, you're gonna go through the same healing process, so you'll want to use the remainder of this product on your brows again.
Okay.
It'll be the same thing. But anyway, so morning and night, very thin layer. Now, while you're using this, so for the first 5 days, I also want you to wash your brows. Okay, these are awesome. They can use their own soap, but what's cool about this is you're providing them everything they need in this kit, but you're also showing them what they need. So these are little soap, it's like a soap container, and there's little strips of soap, kind of like, it reminds me of those Listerine strips. So what I do is I get them on Amazon. They come in a big like bulk of them. You can find it on the Amazon storefront. So if you are interested in putting these in your kits, they're awesome. Okay, so for the first 5 days, you're gonna wash your brows with soap and water just at night. Now, the reason why I have them do it just at night is because antibacterial soap can be really drying to the eyebrows, especially if someone already has dry skin. We don't want those little scabs to dry up and crack even more so. That's why I only have them wash them once a night. They can do it morning and night, but I've always had all my clients do it just at night so it doesn't dry out their skin. Okay, so you'll wash just at night. You'll pull out one of these little strips, put it on your hand, get it wet, lather with your fingertips, and then dab, 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 get some water, gently dab that soap off, and then gently pat it dry. So first 5 days, morning and night with the serum, wash just at night. Okay? Now, for the first 2 weeks, or 10 to 14 days, it really kind of depends, but for the first 10 to 14 days, you want to stay out of the sun. If you are gonna be in the sun, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, just put on a hat, protect yourself. You want to minimize really sweaty activities like hot yoga, saunas, and usually people ask at this point, can I work out? This is gonna be up to you. I always tell my clients, look, if you wanna work out, it's like a health thing. Some people have to do it, go for it. Just tell them the risks of sweating too much. So, the sweat can blur out the strokes, for example. There are workouts that you can do that aren't really gonna cause you to sweat a lot. So just give them that information and let them make the choice. But yeah, so minimize really sweaty activities. Don't submerge them in water. That means no swimming. When you're in the shower, don't stick your face directly under the water. You just wanna avoid water. If they get wet, that's okay. Just dab them dry, okay? And then the big one, don't pick, itch, scratch, nothing, okay? We want those scabs to stay on as long as possible. We want those scabs to fall off organically, okay? If you pick the scabs off, you could be pulling pigment out, all right? So we don't wanna do anything that's gonna speed up that natural healing process. All right, so this is what to expect during the healing. So today they're gonna be a little red, a little tender, they're gonna look really bold. Tomorrow, they're gonna be at its boldest, and that's because that pigment gets oxidized, so, it's okay if they're really dark, don't freak out, that's normal. Around day 5, that's when they start to scab over. It's really just a thin film. Again, just don't pick at it, let it be. By 2 weeks, all of those scabs will have fallen off. This is where we say the brows kind of ghost you, and that's normal. The reason why is they're not fully healed. That skin hasn't completely turned over yet. So even though they look really light, the scabs have all fallen off. And at that point, once all the scabs are gone, you can go back to normal life. You can get them wet. You can put makeup on them if you need to, and you may need to. But full healing is done at a month. So after 2 weeks though, you can basically go back to normal life. This is where I wanna see you to come back at your touch-up. We will go over the brows, we'll check the symmetry, the shape, we'll see how the color healed, the pigment color. If we need to adjust that in any way, we can do that at the touch-up. Basically, it's our perfecting appointment. So if there's anything that any fading, we'll just even it out.
Okay.
So that's complimentary. Just so you know, we'll book that today. We do that at 8 weeks. So as long as you get in anywhere between 8 and 12 weeks, it's complimentary.
Okay.
Now to review, sorry, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, what's this card about?
Okay, so this is the card that comes in all of the kits. On the first page, it's just going to tell you basically how to do your aftercare. It's gonna tell you what to avoid. It also is gonna go over our policies. At the very bottom, it's going to go over how to prep for your touch-up. So another thing that we like to do let's see.
That's really cute. Our accent
¿Cómo
is American.
Estás? Yeah. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? Another thing we like to do is provide all of our, initial appointments with the numbing cream. So we put a little container like this, and one of the numbing creams we use is Zenza. So we'll put the Zenza in here and close it. And then what I do is, while I'm numbing my client at their first appointment, I show them how I do it. It's very simple. You just put the numbing on the brows, but the big thing is covering it with saran wrap. So after I cover it with saran wrap, I give them a mirror and I show them what it looks like to cover the brows. And that's the most important. I let them know that if they don't cover the brows when that numbing cream is on, it's not gonna work. That numbing cream is going to dry out before it gets a chance to absorb into the skin. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 would be to put this in the fridge as soon as they get home. It will go bad if it's sitting in their purse, especially if it's really hot out. Like in the summer here, people have come back and they're like, hello, there's nothing left in here.
Yeah.
And I told them, did you leave it in your purse? Yes. Yeah, so just tell them to put that in their fridge. And all of that is explained on the card. So on that front side, it says right here at the bottom, how to prep for that touch-up. Now, as I'm going over what I like to call, it's the healing roller coaster, the roller coaster of emotions. It kind of shows them how they're gonna feel about their brows in those first, 14 days. Really, it kind of goes over the first 30 days. It also has a picture of what it looks like, the stages of healing, and over here another one. That way they just know what to expect. I think a big thing for people who are new to permanent makeup is they aren't fully, I guess it's not always explained to them, what to expect.
Yes, when I got mine done the first time, I was told none of this. The second day when they were really dark, I was like, I made the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything about them scabbing, about them peeling, the itching. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
You have to explain this to your client or else they're gonna think something is wrong and it's all normal.
And not only that, and okay, we all love our clients, right? But they're gonna call you every day.
Every day.
And which is going to cause stress for you because you're gonna feel like you maybe did something wrong, especially if you're new. So if you follow these steps that we do for our clients, it will minimize the calls you get. Now, of course, you always let your client know if you have any questions, refer to the card or call the studio, and we're happy to answer any of your questions. And I would say maybe 1 out of 25 of my clients will call. It's not often, but sometimes they do, and that's okay. Just explain to them, go over, all of this healing process and aftercare with the person who answers the phone so that they are fully informed and can answer the questions that the clients have.
Our clients love this graphic right here because it tells you exactly what you're going through on each day.
Yes,
and I know she explained that, but emotionally what you're going through. And that's so important.
Yeah, it's on your face. You see it every day, and to you it feels like it's out there for everyone to see. Now, it's not. I feel like it's more you notice it because it's on yourself. But that back part does really help. And that's why I said the Tina Davies card that comes with the serum, they're great and it's free, it's included. But we like our card because it does go over everything. It also has all of our policies, which again is really important to make your client aware of your policies. You don't want any surprises. You always want to be on the same page with your client. So these cards are great. And what we wanted to do for you guys is if you want access to this card, it's front and back. We get these made. I made this on Canva. So what I can do is email you the link so that you can access it, and then you can change, obviously you can put your own business name, and then right here where our policies are, you can, if you have different policies, change that. So just make sure to email me. My email is on the Boss Brows homepage on YouTube, but the email is kristi@bossbrowsla.com. So my name is KRISTI @bossbrowsla.com, and just make sure to tell me, hey, I want to get the link to the Canva for the Aftercare card, and I will send you the link, and that way you can use this. These are great. A lot of these things that we put in here, including this bag, the little soap, and these little containers for the numbing cream, are on our Amazon storefront. It should be under the microblading section, And then if you are looking for a good numbing cream, this is sold on the Boss Brows website. And we don't charge for shipping. It's very cheap. A lot of people have raised their price, and I believe ours is still the same. I think, don't quote me, I think it's $45. And I know that prices have gone up, but ours hasn't. So I think that's, the last thing that we wanted to show, we just launched our Ombre Brow online course. And Mallory wants to tell you a little bit about the giveaway we're doing.
Sorry, I got really distracted by Jesus Christ Lives. Plastic surgery when you don't need will leave you looking like a fish. I feel like that's a bot.
I mean, I guess.
Or just somebody being mean. Okay, anyway, so our giveaway is still live. The first 25 people who purchase our online Ombre Brow course will be entered into receive a Dragon Hawk Mass Tour machine. You do have until Friday this week to save $250 off of our online course.
Yep.
But this sale will just be for the first 25 people, or the giveaway.
Yeah, so basically when you go to checkout for the Ombre Brow online course, you want to apply the coupon code. The coupon code is SAVE250. So that's SAVE250, and that's all done at the checkout. And then it will take off $250 so that the class is now $500. And again, that coupon code expires this Friday. So what is that? 10/11, October 11th at 5 p.m.
10.
No, 11. Because,
Yes, you're right.
So it's October 11th at 5 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to save $250 on the Ombre Brow class, make sure to use Save 250. And then the first 25 students who enroll in the class will be entered in to win, like Mallory said, this. And it's not just the machine. There's a lot of goodies. There's cartridges. There's practice games. There's medical tape. There's so much stuff in here. And the case alone is just epic. So this is great, especially if you either already have a machine and want a backup machine, or if you're new and you're trying to think about, investing all this money in a new class, but not wanting to spend money on the machine. You need a machine. So when you sign up, you're gonna be enrolled to enter to win. We will do the drawing toward the end of the month, and we'll go live on here and do the drawing so you guys can find out who wins. If you have any other questions on aftercare or healing, or even like people getting an infection or how to prevent getting an infection, I do have 2 videos on the YouTube channel. One's on aftercare, and then one is on like the infection stuff. So check that out. Make sure to subscribe. And if you want this little card sent to you, the downloadable link, then just email me, Kristi at bossbrowsla.com. That's Kristi, Kristi at bossbrowsla.com. And I think that's it.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.